Hello everyone and welcome back to StephenPlays Shadow of the Colossus. My name is Stephen George, I play video games, and today it's Shadow of the Colossus. When we last left off, we took care of, well, I would say some terrible, terrible things, but we took care of Celosia, and my filthy mouth came out because that was a terrible, terrible experience. However, today we're going to be fighting... Don't walk away from me, horse. I'm going to ride you. Today we're going to be fighting Pelagia. Pelagia is a pretty big monster, a pretty big Colossus, although to be fair, we don't really ever get to see all of Pelagia. Pelagia is a lake monster, but not unlike Hydrus, which stayed under the water all the time, Pelagia actually comes out to greet us with lasers. It seems to be a Colossus that always has to be charging his laser, and he actually does it with... What the crap was that, aggro? Oh god, rocks! I better go slow! I don't want to trip! It seems to me that Pelagia doesn't actually have eyes. Now, I can't tell for certain, but it looks like his eyes are in fact laser beams. Or maybe he just doesn't have eyes. Because all of the Colossi have blue eyes, and whenever they get mad, the eyes turn orange. Well, Pelagia doesn't have eyes. Instead, he has these tusks, almost, that shoot, like I said, laser beams. And they are blue, and whenever he goes to fire them, when he gets mad, they turn orange. So we can only assume that his tusks are probably his eyes. I don't think we've been over here to this... Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Stop moving. Stop it for the love of God! Jesus! Oh, God! It's a good thing that aggro can't accidentally kill us because we'd be dead. I was trying to get him to stop. Down and X. There we go. See, now he stopped. Unfortunately, I think we've missed... I saw the stupid thing up there. Alright, give me a second. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was... Okay, this is just ridiculous. I've never done that before. That was kind of mean. Alright, Lizard Tail has been acquired. Aggro!
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 Aggro! Let's go, man. Now, Pelagia is actually... We're pretty close by. Let's see if I can point you over there. See over there? That is where we're going. But first, we have to cross a ridge, go through a forest, come backwards and do a U-turn through the forest, and then go up the side of a cliff face, and then jump onto a column, climb around the column, swim across the lake. Yeah, as the game progresses, it gets... more and more difficult to get to the Colossi. Maybe not difficult, just time-consuming, I guess. So we're going to make our way through this forest. We actually went through a forest similar to this to get to an earlier Colossus. But this one's pretty straightforward. We just come in here, and we do this U-turn. And then we're good. I'm pretty sure the only thing in that forest, there might be fruit, possibly lizards. But the only thing I really know of is... friggin' aggro not going the way I need him to go. The only thing I know of in that forest is death, because there are waterfalls, and as long as you're on aggro, you're fine, because aggro is a smart horse and will not, you know, kill you. But if you are playing as Wander and you're off the horse, you could make a wrong move, maybe get stuck in a current, and you would be dead. So now we are, dear God, making our... Oh, there's one. Must kill. Die. Thank you. He was just standing there. Okay. That's pretty good. So we got 2 lizard tails in the period of just like a minute or so. So now we have to actually get to Pelagia. So we're going to climb over here. And you can see something way over there. And you can get over there. But there's nothing over there because I've actually went over there before and it just kind of leads to a dead end. So the world is big. World is big, have place enough. Almost no one's going to get that reference. But it's not really filled with anything. I mean, you have these Colossus battles, and that's it. There's literally, I mean, nothing else to do in the world. Although it's big, and it seems like there should be something else. Alright, so now we are to the lake. I'm going to swim underwater. And we have to swim out here, similar to whenever we fought Avion, the bird, the 5th Colossus. We had to swim way out and get onto a platform. It's the same kind of thing. We got to come out here and get Pelagia's attention. Now, the cool thing about Pelagia is that there's actually 2 ways. Well, let's see, how should I phrase this? There's only one way to kill him, but there's 2 ways to get that started. One is actually much, much easier than the other one, but I'll be showing you both. If you look under there in the water, pretty much directly under where Wander is, you'll see some things. I believe that is actually Pelagia. Let's come up here and get our breath. We are traveling right there to that little island. And these 3 little forts, floating forts, whatever you want to call them, are going to be very useful in the battle. Pretty much have to use them to defeat Pelagia. So let's get up here. Woo! Finally. And it triggers a cutscene. And once again, the next Colossus, this Colossus, Pelagia, looks even more like Venusaur than the ones I've said look like Venusaur before. But once again, everything looks like Venusaur to me, so what can I say? Now, it's really interesting because it feels like he is a Colossus that would walk on all 4s, but then he does this motion here where he like stands up, where it's like he could walk on just 2 legs. Look at this. And he's really massive. Really, really big guy. And you can see that he, as I said before, he doesn't have eyes. It seems that instead he just has these laser beams. Now, the hard way, which is what I'll be doing first, as he shoots at me, oh god, is to lead him to one of these things. Let's go over here. He won't hit me, even if he gets the electric attacks right above me. He's not going to do any damage to me. So as long as I stay underwater, I'll be okay. So we're going to swim over here. He's charging his laser. I'm good. I'm good. We're going to come up here. Now, our best way of making sure we don't get hit is just crouching behind this. And crouching is R1. Now, he's going to be looking for us. Be like, hey, man, I just want to play. And zap your brains out. What we need him to do, and this, once again, is the hard way of doing this. There's a much easier way, but I'm going to show you both. Hey, man, what's going on? Uh-oh, I'm getting your attention. Oh, God, he's going to shoot me. He's going to shoot me. Wait, we're good, we're good. Right here. This is the opportunity. Okay, this is the hard way. Wow, actually, we really lucked out. The hard way is going up his face. There we go, and we're already to the top. Now, I made that look easy, but trust me, that's the hard way. So let's hit these little teeth, and we'll actually control him. Because he's like, ow, I need dentures, ow. So we come over here, bam, keep hitting this, and we'll actually steer him back to where we were, because we need to get on the top. Once we're on the top, quickly hide. He becomes very curious. He'll get out of the water, and then he will expose his tummy. And that is the money shot. Am I allowed to say that? Okay, let's jump down here to the major sigil on his stomach. And stabby time. Full stab. Boom, baby. Let's go for another full stab. And full stab. Boom. He's already over half dead. Let's get a little more in there. Can I get a little more in there? No, it's not going to happen. Oh, God. And we get thrashed down. Now, that was the hard way, going on his face, on his mask. He gets mad and he destroys one of the towers. Now, we're going to do it, in my opinion, the much easier way, because you don't have to deal with getting shot at. As it holds for an uncomfortably long time on that destroyed island. First we need to get our bearings. Where's his... We're right under his face. And he hit us because we weren't underwater. What we need to do is swim under his armpits, if we can. Hopefully. And what we're going to do is try to outswim him, which is very difficult because we are little and he barely has to move and he's already made a lot of ground on us. And we're going to try and make our way to his back, going as fast as we could possibly swim. There we go. And now we start climbing up. Now this is easier because you don't have to get shot at, and I mean, who wants to be shot at? We're already getting up close to his head, and it's taken relatively little time. He does thrash, and you don't have to deal with the thrashing, but you're either going to have to put up with the thrashing or getting shot at, so I guess pick your poison. So now that we're on his head, we need to identify where the nearest island thing is, and it's way over there, so we're going to have to really steer him. This way! And he's like, ow! That hurts! And then we wait for that to stop glowing so we can hit it again. Keep going, come on. We need to do it again. Wait for it. One more time. Okay, now we can hit the front one to get them to go forward. Go! Please? That was not really forward. No, where were you going? Go left. Although now we're almost to the other one. Oh, God. Gotta make sure we don't fall off. Forward. This is probably the only time in the game you actually get to control the Colossus, so it's actually really neat. To the left, and that was the right because I'm really bad with directions. Oh my god. Okay, forward. Forward march. Come on, Pelagia. Get me there. Get me there. Okay, let's be careful and go! Whoa, it was close. He's gonna try and zap us as soon as he can, so let's hide behind here. Did he see us get up here? There we go. Apparently he was waiting for his head tooth to stop pulsating. I'm back here. I'm back here. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Are you curious? Are you curious? Look! Look, I'm right here. Hi! Hi! Here I am! Oh, come on. Stop shooting at me and get up here. Certainly I must have his attention at this point. There he goes. Here he comes. And we will immediately make our way for his stomach. We should be able to do it without any trouble. He's already over half dead. Full stab, our go. Boom! And one more for victory. Good night, Pelagia. That was a relatively easy Colossus to deal with. It took a little bit of time to get to, but to be fair, all of the ones after this are going to take a while to get to. The next one is actually really exciting. Really excited to do the next one. So I've been kind of excited to get to Pelagia so I could get to the next one because Pelagia marks, you know, the almost point. And we of course are not safe from the tentacles. Oh god, the tentacles! Oh god, the tentacles! Oh! Piercing my heart on a rock amidst a floating island. Such is the sad fate for Wander. And also, whenever we get more close-ups of Wander, pay attention. He's a lot dirtier now. And now for something a little different. We are treated to a cutscene. My commentary is not going to do a whole lot of good, so I will shut up and let you guys watch. The reason I say my commentary is not going to do any good is because I'm not going to explain any more than what the game is explaining. Like I said, most of the game is not going to make sense until the very, very end, unfortunately. So you're just going to have to hold tight and hope that you'll understand by the end of the game. And the statue explodes. Kaboom. Alright, Dorman. I've defeated 12 of these stinking beasts, 3/4 of the way there. What is left to do? Thou art not alone. Next episode, we will be fighting the largest Colossus by far. I mean, like, no contest. This guy, you know, is double what the second biggest Colossus is. Maybe. Is it double? Maybe triple. I don't know. It's a big big Colossus. So you are going to want to make sure that you absolutely do not miss it. If you enjoyed this episode in any capacity, please click like. If you haven't done so already, highly consider subscribing to Stephen Plays' new video game episode every single day, and be sure to come back next time for fighting the largest Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus. I'll see you guys next time here on Stephen Plays.